And of course, we already talked to you about how important it is to vote for Tad in the election, or Ted, I'm sorry, in the election. Of course, I cannot emphasize this enough, and I'm sure Tad will mention it several more times. So anyways, Tad, come on.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
We are on the cusp of change. Absolutely. Unfortunately, we can go one of two directions. And one of the directions is good, and one of them isn't as good. And you saw this during President Trump's time in office. He would re-examine institutions. And you've got a lot of change going on in the world. One of the things that's changing is the Hennepin County Attorney's Office. Mike Freeman and Amy Klobuchar have had that office for 30 years.
Yeah.
It's gotten kind of old, kind of stale. The DFL has an idea for change. It's Elon Omar's idea, Keith Ellis's idea. They've endorsed a candidate that would dismantle the office, that would just fundamentally change it. But I am encouraged to see so many people here today. I mean, you really are taking the leadership we need in the primary election. Mike was talking about this election 4 weeks from today. We're in the middle of summer. But how many people know there's a primary August 9th? And people here know you're plugged in. But ask your neighbor. I bet they don't know there's a primary August 9th. You know, what is the reason for people to get out and vote? There isn't a compelling reason to get out and vote. We don't have a big race for governor in the primary. Now you go to Minneapolis, they've got a race going on for Congress. So you'll have more people voting in Minneapolis. Unfortunately, there are more Democrats than Republicans in Minneapolis. We need to get, in the 3rd district in particular, in my race, Republicans, we need to get the public out to vote.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Right. So tell your friends and neighbors, get out. As was mentioned the week before the election, and Don and Dan have signs. Now, we're a frugal campaign. We're recycling. These have been out for a while. But we are using good use of any campaign donations. Don and Dan have done a great job with signs. If you want a sign, you can get one in the back on your way out. I'll show you where I'm running. Take a look at the newspaper. This is the newspaper, the Star Tribune, believe it or not, on July 6th. It says a chaotic night of idiot behavior.
Yeah. Right.
Underneath it says, Fry, Minneapolis leaders outraged after July 4th celebrations end in violence and bloodshed. That's why people don't go downtown. Now you take another look at the newspaper, you open it up. Down here, it says, a quiet win for the DFL on edibles bill. That's what they're celebrating in the wake of idiot behavior in downtown Minneapolis. They're not focused on crime.
No, not at all.
They're focused on edibles. And if you had a definition of special interest legislation, it would be the edibles bill. There's no licensing for people who sell. There's no regulatory framework. There's no office that's supposed to regulate it. There's no taxation. But we have legal marijuana in the state now, and that's the DFL celebrating. Why are they celebrating? Because the public didn't know. Nobody was over at the Capitol testifying on it. They snuck it through. It was titled unintoxicating. It was non-intoxicating marijuana. That's what it was titled. And everybody believed them. And it was in like I think, a 500-page bill as a technical amendment.
Yeah.
The guy who architected that, the architect of that was Ryan Winkler. He's one of the candidates for county attorney. So the EFL is trying to get Moriarty and Winkler through in the primary. We're not going to let that happen. We're going to make crime illegal again. Basically, what I'd like to do is have the county attorney do its job. You know, look at the facts of a case, look at the evidence, and apply the law. That's what the county attorney should do. The DFL has endorsed a candidate who was thrown out as a public defender in Hennepin County. She would absolutely blow up the office. The county attorney would not do their job with her in charge. And if Winkler were in charge, you wouldn't know what's happening because there's no transparency. You need to have some transparency and accountability with the county attorney. That's what I would deliver. We would put crime victims first, and we would have professional management of the office. But I need your help. I need your help 4 weeks from today in the primary. Your vote counts a lot more in the primary than it does in the general, because there aren't as many people voting. So get your friends and neighbors out August 9th. If you'd like to sign, Don and Dan have put together some great signs in the back. And if you need literature, we'll get you literature. But we need your help. There are a couple other primaries. We've got Jai Hansen running for sheriff. The DFL sheriff hasn't worked out that well. I'll just tell you. He's on leave, on medical leave. That hasn't worked out so well. And Rich Stanek and Tom Helpelfinger are co-chairs of my campaign. So that I've got some very good support. And I need your support. I need your vote. Appreciate your help. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Ken.